So we have about 36 days to perform each of our rituals, and they don't have to be done under the eclipse energy. But if you're going to do a lunar eclipse, I would do it within a few days of that lunar eclipse. If you're going to do a solar eclipse, I would do it within a few days of that solar eclipse. So you can do it anytime, but I will say the closer you are to that energy, the better off you're going to be. For a new moon ritual, what I love to do is starting out at the beginning of the 36 days, I love to start out with a very cleansing salt tub. So first off, I literally make it fresh and brand new. I put about a cup of pink Himalayan sea salt, about a quarter cup of Celtic salt, and about a quarter cup of Epsom salt into a bowl, mixing that around, and then I'm going to add a few items to this. So my first thing that I love to do is get rose oil and putting a few drops in there and mixing this all up. Next, I love to put Palo Santo oil in there as well. This is kind of that releasing side of things, so putting that in there. The next one I love to do is I will gather sage over the previous couple of days that I used to cleanse my house with, and I will take that ash and put it in my tub as well. Once I mix all of this together, I put it all in the warm water, I climb in, and I stay in as long as possible. When I get out of the tub, one of the things I do is just towel off, put my pajamas on, and I will wrap my hair in a towel. I do not do anything with it at all. I just literally leave it. I will get to a state where I can go to bed as quickly as possible. A lot of times with my hair still in a towel. I am going to get in a very active, relaxing mode. I am going to start my deep breathing, and I'm going to start thinking about what are the things I'm ready to release during this eclipse season, and what am I ready to manifest during this eclipse season. And as I think about them, as I drift off to sleep, I dream about them, I think about them, and I kind of keep them on my mind. When I wake up in the morning, I sit down with a pen and a piece of paper, and I really think about what am I ready to release. And a lot of times I may not have it all the way down into like, I'm ready to release this, I'm ready to release that. A lot of times it will be situations. When this happened with this person, I don't want that to happen again. So that's something I want to release. So I get prepared to do my 3-6-9 method. And once I get all of my ideas of like, this is all my releasing ideas, this is all my manifesting ideas. So it's one of those like where I want to put all of these, and I will literally start to write them down. So the 3-6-9 method is 3 times you write them in the morning, 6 times in the middle of the day, and then 9 times before you go to sleep at night. And a lot of times I will start out with my initial or basic words. I'm choosing to release this. I'm choosing to manifest this. Kind of just each side, very simply thinking about this energy. Now, one of the things that I love to do is manifest this every day. And I will do this usually a few days after my tub. That's when I kind of get my thinking in the right area. And I will start to do my 3-6-9 method. When I start my solar eclipse manifesting energy, I really want to focus in on first of what I'm releasing. What is it that I'm releasing or getting rid of? And I want to use as clear a words as I possibly can. I don't want to just say, I'm getting rid of self-doubt. What type of self-doubt? When am I self-doubting myself? So that's why I want to get really, really clear with it. Not just kind of like these vague ideas. I really want to understand when this happened, I want to let this go. I want to release this. So the more I get really detail oriented, I want to release self-doubt. When someone questions me, I'm going to take a moment of, am I sure about this? And if my answer is yes, I am going to stick to my guns. If there's a reason for self-doubt, then I'm going to look things up, or I'm going to do the research to find out what I am choosing to fix or change or modify about my own request of what I am choosing to do. Once I've written several things that I'm ready to release under this solar eclipse, I am going to be very, very clear about what I'm releasing and what do I want to replace it with. How do I want to replace it? What is the energy that I want to replace this? And that's when I use my 3-6-9 method. Once I get my words really, really clear, what I want to do is write it 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times before I go to sleep at night. And I know it seems like, oh my gosh, this is a whole bunch, but it's one of those, we only get a couple eclipses every year. We don't get hundreds of them. It's not like, oh, we get 12 moon cycles a year, and 6 of those are new moons and 6 of those are full moons. We only get 2 solar eclipse and 2 lunar eclipse during a calendar year. So take advantage of this energy and get your things in order. Don't be lazy about this. Make sure that you are manifesting or releasing what you're choosing to do. I keep up my 369 method until I see things in action, getting things in place. A lot of times I will continue longer and I will not release this until it is like literally tangibly in my hand.